Hey guys, welcome to another video of Code Ventures. My name is Shang, and today we're going to be talking about the background of computer science and how it applies to our life and why it's important. So, what is computer science? Computer science is primarily a study of computer systems. It's a really general term. There's many things to do with computer science that applies to it, but primarily it's a study of computer systems and the theory, development, design, and everything that's within that. Within computer science, there's a lot of different programming languages. It's not only one, and each language has their own strength and weakness, and you just have to see within each one. I'll explain further in the future slides. Overall, computer science is really logic-based, and although there is some conceptual understanding that you need, it's primarily towards logic. So why is computer science important? Computer science is in literally everything that we do, and you might not see it all the time, but everything that we have that, speaking of, the microphone that I'm talking into or the screen that I have all has computer science coded within inside it. And maybe some of the apps that are daily used, such as Instagram or social media or TikTok, they all require lots of programming and code within it that you can't see. As the world progresses, our society is going to have a lot more technology and more advanced technology, and most likely our world's going to implement more technology to our daily use of life. And when you think of technology, it's not just your phone or your microphone or, let's say, a TV or something. It's things that we use in our daily life that aren't just the typical, stereotypical technology. So even if you're not, extremely passionate about computer science or planning to major in it or do it as your career, I think it's really important whether you are majoring in it or not. It can be used to fight societal problems that, many of us advocate for, such as poverty and increasing wage or climate change and helping lower unemployment. And in terms of computer science scientists, they all use many algorithms that help kind of produce efficient solutions that help our world in those terms. So some examples that computer science affects our daily lives that you might not think of all the time are traffic lights, subways, and teaching. So if you think traffic lights, there's obviously the three colors, and they flash on and off, and in a specific time. Sometimes you're waiting in a car, and sometimes that red light takes forever. You might think, why? They all have a certain algorithm or thinking that these scientists coded within to make sure that everything runs fluidly in the traffic. And everything is not random or what you think is just coincidental. Everything about the traffic lights is coded. What color they are, it requires a certain command or code that you put in input. Which one is on for a duration amount of time. In case there's a crash, they might have a different traffic light for that traffic command where they all flash a four-way stop sign or something like the such. All those things have to do with computer science and algorithms within that. Another thing is the subway. So if you think, maybe not in the place where you live in Texas, but if you think of downtown cities, maybe in Houston or Los Angeles or New York, especially New York, they have many underground subways that aren't just coincidental arrivals or departures. They all have times. If you see on the top, as you're walking down, you might see that it's arriving in 2 minutes or 1 minute. Everything is timed using computer science and algorithms that make these weights, that you can see these wait times. And on top of that, the subway systems are made to have the most efficient and the quickest and the safest method of travel. Another thing is teaching. So for example, us, Code Ventures, we use computer scientists use or give us the option to have online websites and platforms for education, and they all require some form of code. So for instance, the website that we created on Code Ventures use a platform for website making. As you might see, it's on WordPress. And within these platforms to create websites, you need programming languages that are specified towards website making that might help your website be more specific, such as decoration and informative screens or any of the such. Without those programming languages, we don't really have an effective way to spread education. If you just think about the traditional way, how we just, go to school or go to school and then go home and just do our homework, that's really typical, and it's not as effective as spreading it throughout the world. Through online websites and things, we can spread our information and teaching throughout the whole nation and possibly internationally. So computer science in the workspace, we'll see in the next slide like how computer science is used in the real world. Okay, so there's about 1.4 projected computer science jobs in 2021. This is only computer science, and if you think about it, there's a bunch of things that require computer science, such as electrical engineering or informational systems or economics. There's about 400,000 projected computer science graduates, and the median salary, from varying on position, so your position inside your company or what type of company it is, and also affecting where you are, ranges from 60K to 110K. So what other jobs use forms of computer science? So like I said, software and hardware engineering. This is the major of electrical engineering or computer engineering. Also starting up businesses, you have to use it to create websites or making algorithms that you project for your future business and how it's going to develop. Computer and information research scientists, these people look at our world and see how, and use the information in our world to kind of project what the future will look like. Product managers, web developers, app creators such as, Instagram, Facebook, all those common apps. Game creation, if you play, let's say, PS4 or PC games, Valorant, or Tetris. The Tetris was very old and it's still created by computer science. Computer science has always been here and it's always advancing. Robotics is really a heavily use of computer science as well. If you go on YouTube, you might see some videos about Tesla and how they have a fully automated factory and how they use robotics to help quickly and effectively produce their products. So like I said, there's many coding languages and each one has their strengths and weaknesses and give their individual coding like a specific outlook. The most popular coding languages are like Java, Python, you might know those the most, JavaScript, C++, and SQL. That's basic information about computer science. Please feel free to contact us and let us know if you have any more questions about it. I think it's really crucial for a basic understanding of computer science and eventually a deep understanding and complex understanding of how computer science affects our world. Thank you for watching. See you guys in the next video.